Hey, kindergarten, this is Miss Dyer. I am going to give a little overview of what we're going to be doing for the week. Parents are definitely going to want to hear all this. It's not too much. I've got it broken down day by day. But for this week for ELA, we are going to be talking about American symbols and our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. We're going to be kind of focusing on main idea of the story. So let me pull up my PowerPoint and let's see here. Okay. So this is going to be like I said, the week of May 4th. On Monday, students will listen to their read aloud. Let me move that up. It's going to be posted on YouTube. And they then, after they listen to the story, will make a comparison chart and discuss the differences between kings and presidents. Back in January, February, we learned about kings and queens. And so they should have that prior knowledge to be able to do the comparison. A comparison chart's easy. You can literally just draw a line down the middle of a paper. On one side, you've got what kings do, and on the other side, you've got what presidents do. You also may want to divide it into thirds. On one side, kings, the other side, president, and then in the middle, talk about the things they have in common. So Monday is listening to that read aloud that's going to be posted on YouTube, and then talking about looking at the comparisons. If you don't have a pencil and paper, you can just talk about it. Also, try to get your student to talk about the main idea of that story, because on Tuesday, students are going to be teachers will call students to ask them about the main idea of the read aloud that they listened to on Monday. And the teachers will ask students about the comparing and contrasting of kings and presidents. We want to make sure they know about the main idea and what they've read about, and we'll be able to talk to them on Tuesday. On Wednesday, you're going to want to go to YouTube and students are going to listen to another story. That read aloud is going to be about Mount Rushmore, and we're going to talk about American symbols as well. After that read aloud, we want students to draw the American symbols, and these can just be simple drawings. They don't have to be extravagant, as long as we want them to try their best. And we know that all the students have it in them to do it. So they will draw those, and then you can text or email a picture to your teacher of the American symbols. We would also like the students to try to write a sentence about it or some words. If the student has trouble writing, you can write it in highlighter for them or a pen and have them trace it. On Thursday, students can refer back to the story that talks about Mount Rushmore, and the students will decide on 3 or 4 people they think should be on Mount Rushmore. So students are going to draw their own Mount Rushmore, and they're going to choose the 3 or 4 people they want on it. If they're having a difficult time, they can choose 2. But we definitely encourage 3 or 4. And then if they need more of a challenge, they can write about why they chose those 3 or 4 people. Now, of course, the sentences it's not gonna look how we think they should, and that's okay. We want them to sound out those letters, and then you can, after they've tried to write the sentence, then you can kind of show them how that sentence should look. But we want them to try first. We want them writing and drawing on their own. On Friday, we move this. Students can refer back to videos to seek any clarity and to reflect on what they've learned. Teachers will also be calling students to get some feedback on the pictures they drew of Mount Rushmore. We're going to be asking students, who did you choose? Why did you choose them? And then we just kind of want it to be a time of reflection about what they've learned. And, you know, we want to clear up any other questions that they may have. As far as extra resources for ELA, we've got them right here. You can go to the URL ckla/amplify.com, and the username and password is both CKLA Parent COVID-19. On that website, you can find student readers and activity books for the lessons that we're doing, and then just even some extra things that that students may benefit from. And of course, as always, if you have any questions, please reach out to your teacher. We are here. We are ready to help. We're ready for your phone calls, for your emails, for your pictures to come in. We want you to do as much of this as possible. It's really important that we're still writing, we're still listening to stories, and we're still trying to write those sentences. Students, remember, a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends in a period. Like I said, if you have any questions, contact your teachers and we are happy to help.